my moves, they try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hopes she. Mother Nature's my first shorty. Watch how
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New England Patriots and the Chicago Bears. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jones looking to throw right away. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. He can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
This defense for the Bears, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. Right back to him on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's Fields.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Fields now to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And Charles, that's not 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Fields. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. The Bears at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to the air. Fields on 2nd down. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And he'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones from 19 yards away. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down. Throwing Jones. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Jones. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
These two teams all tied after one. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Fields.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown.
Colin Johnson.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Jones. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And he is in. Touchdown, New England.
Mac Jones
Scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Here comes the Bears punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Boy, and now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is where close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Fields. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Fields on third down. That's complete to and he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. Loose inside the 30.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And the Patriot first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to throw. Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead now stands at 13.
14. Jonathan Garibay to kick off.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Second down, here's an option right. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. He finds his man, complete. That's McGee. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Back to throw again.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
Garabay's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On first down, it's Fields.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Flushed out right.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I know that we've seen their share of struggles, and the quarterback's been hit a few times in this game, but this one can't be put on the offensive line. They gave him plenty of time to throw the football. I think ultimately he has to be a lot more decisive in his decision-making and get rid of it and find an open target.
13 yards the tally on the return there. And they will take over first and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Jones on first and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Jones now throwing on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
You just gotta go watch the
Up and
screen,
good by
man.
Garibay. And
A
that
couple
pushes
of
the
bad
lead up to
fumbles
23.
that, like, you know how Sam does.
Garibay back out there
Like,
now to send this
I got a
away.
few fumbles, and then meanwhile I get a clean shot at Mac Jones.
We'll see a return here from the end zone.
And then even just on that last possession before that, like, I got a guy coming wide open I got a guy coming back, one of my wide receivers, wide open, and they made Justin Fields throw an
I kind
inaccurate
of feel like
pass.
they've
So,
reached a do or
that's
die
it, though.
point in
I
this
mean,
game, Charles. If they're going to try to
couple
pull
of
off an
bad breaks
impressive
out of that
comeback,
shit, and it
it
is
has to
what it is. It
start
don't take
right
that
here,
much.
right
And
now.
then,
Yeah, now they've got a
you
final
know,
chance to
you
get
got
out of this
that.
situation, but they also
When he's
understand
rushing forward,
they've got to move the ball
put
and
it
move
home,
it
so.
fast. In addition, they need
It
to
is
save
what
as
it
much
is.
time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That's it. No, I don't care about my rookies getting back. I mean, that is what it is.
To try again after the sack.
This stupid shit like this sort of pisses me
And the
off.
pressure gets to him
You
again.
can't do nothing about
It's
that.
Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there.
But
to
it
get
all
him to the
started
ground.
from like
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot
that
of coaches,
fumble.
and when they talk about things they want to
It
accomplish
was like I was winning.
I'm not sure that sack and sack
And
are
man,
on their
Aaron
play
tried to
sheet.
piss me off. It was all good till I got that
Now
fumble.
on
And
3rd and
you know,
long, they'll look to throw.
yeah, got it. All right.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the
Baby,
Pats are going to
it's
take
5:06.
possession
I
of the
see what time
football.
it is, bro.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches.
And then, of course,
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll be third down. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
From the gun on third down, Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1 yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
I gotta go, Mitch. I'm sorry.